Hey there, friends and enemies, Joper here again, and today I wanted to talk about all of the recent Diablo 4 news because this game has me very excited. So if you weren't aware already, the early access beta starts on March 17th and lasts through the 19th. This is available to anyone who pre-orders the game. If you don't want to pre-order, don't worry, you will have access to the open beta from March 24th to the 26th. During the first weekend, you will have access to the Rogue, Barbarian, and Sorcerer. That's during early access, but you'll have access to all 5 classes, including the Necromancer and the Druid during the open beta weekend. So don't worry. If you want to check out your favorite class, if you want to see which one is going to fit for you once the game does fully launch, they will all be available to try out. Now, during the open beta, the content that is available is the first zone called Fractured Peaks. You'll be able to explore that to your heart's content. You've got the story is going to have Act 1 and the prologue in there, and you will be able to play up until level 25, obtain all those abilities, make your builds, all that kind of good stuff. All of that will be in the beta. Now, there will be a couple rewards that you'll get from hitting level 20 in the beta, including a beta wolf pack, and it all sounds very, very cool. The final thing that is available in the beta that has me very, very excited is going to be the world boss Ashava. The reason being, I can't wait to see how world bosses play out in Diablo 4. It sounds like they're going to be these epic fights with a bunch of different players, and if that is the case, I am really ready to have that in the Diablo 4 experience because it sounds like it'll really change up the gameplay loop. Another thing that I think will benefit the gameplay loop in Diablo 4 is Strongholds. Now, Strongholds are going to be almost mini dungeons that allow you to open up the rest of the world of Sanctuary. Essentially, you are going to reclaim these strongholds, and then the citizens of Sanctuary are going to move into these locations and allow you to trade with them, buy stuff, sell stuff, all that kind of stuff, meet up with NPCs, grab quests, and also unlock different dungeons. So this is going to kind of push you into clearing out these strongholds and opening up the map as much as possible, in my opinion. And that's another thing, again, that will give a little bit of more reason to do certain activities. Like, you're going to want to unlock this stronghold so you can get this other dungeon available, so that way you can get this quest and maybe get this item that you're really looking for. There's just a lot of reason to do that. Now, another change that we've recently heard about is armor. Armor is going to act a little bit differently with Diablo 4, and you're going to have much more customization options than we've ever had in a Diablo game. Same thing with your character. You're going to be able to customize them a lot more than we have in past Diablo games. So it really feels like they're going to allow you to really put your own spin on your character in a way that we haven't seen before. And that's very, very exciting for me because I definitely want to make my character feel like my own. I hope there's a lot of viable builds. I'm hopeful that there's a lot of different ways to play among the 5 characters, so that way every time I hop on my character, it really feels like it's my barbarian or my necromancer compared to everybody else's. Will that be the case always? I'm not sure, but I'm really hopeful that's what's going to happen. And again, with the new additions to the gameplay loop, I do think it's going to mix things up with Diablo, keeping a lot of the same formula that has been effective, keeping the darker tone from Diablo 2, while also the improved gameplay mechanics from Diablo 3, pulling them all together, adding these new additions, and making Diablo 4 hopefully the best game in the franchise yet. I'd love to hear from you guys. Are you guys going to be checking out the Diablo 4 beta in just a couple weeks? Or are you going to wait and see and hold off until we do get the full release? Do you want to go in blind? I'd love to hear from you guys on that. I'm going to have loads of content, including Diablo 4 beta gameplay, once it does drop in a couple weeks. And I would love if you say subscribed. If you haven't subscribed already, definitely hit that sub button. Definitely hit the like button as well. It helps me out tremendously. I'm going to be covering Diablo as much as I possibly can on this channel. I hope you have a good one. My name is Jopa, and I'll catch you all later.